Ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Here's the first carry for Jordy Cole. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. First carry now for Jordan Howard. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, gotta go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, look at that. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go.
Penny, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Penny. 50 move. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
He leads this one for Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Hey, 18.
They run. This is Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Hey, gotta go, gotta go. We're go, let's go. There we go, you see it, you see it?
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go, hurry. Hey, gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Powers through. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Penny, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Taking it about the 16. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
There we go. You see it? You see it?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On second down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
Let's go. Run the ball after it.
Now Trubisky on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Now it's Lockett. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He hits his running back, close ice. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a 3-yard gain. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now here's Michael Dixon on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Gotta go.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin with a run by Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Block it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Red, up! Set up!
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It felt like Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback for the Bears, was in the draft room with his general manager because picking up this pass catcher from Memphis, Anthony Miller, made to order for a young quarterback. A nice slot who can make plays like we just saw.
He is fun to watch. Went from being a walk-on at Memphis to completely rewriting the record books. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, let's go. 18, 18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Penny on the counter. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Again, it's Penny. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Out to kick is Janikowski.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. This is Cohen, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Hang on, we got you see it, you see it? Come on.
Again, it's Cohen. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 18. Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Trubisky to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Hey, 18.
This is Cohen on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Blue.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
You got three. 180. Get that quarterback.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. A screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go. Man, set up. 180.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is caught at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, gotta go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1.